Hello folks, Taylor Johnson here. I wanted to give you a look at the December market report for the Washington region real estate statistics. And they say it's a surprisingly strong market. And what they're talking about is in terms of price. The median sales price for the region increased 8.1%, which is the fastest growth rate since 2022. So that's great if you're a seller. It's not so great if you're a buyer. Let's take a deeper look into these numbers because actually a lot of the numbers are down, and that's why the increase in price is surprising. We have pending sales that are down, the lowest level since 2008, and prices are still up 8.1%. We also have new listings that are down 20% over last year. They're down 32% from November of this year. So that's a crazy low inventory. It's the lowest new listing numbers in 2 decades. And we're at 56% of where we were before 2019. Last month we were close to 60%. Now we're even lower than that. And so this is the main reason that prices continue to rise. As you know, in basic economic philosophy, if there's an imbalance between supply and demand, with demand being greater than supply, it's going to push prices up over time. And that's exactly what's happening here. We have a tremendous shortage of homes for sale in the market. The demand index, however, was down, and it's under 50% for the first time since I've been seeing this demand index reported. So while we have a shortage of supply, and it might seem that we have a lowering of demand, there's actually a whole bunch of pent-up demand. There are people who, at this very moment, are priced out of the market by a mortgage rate of 7% or 6.6 or whatever it is. If the mortgage rate drops to 6.25 or to 6, then they will jump back into the market. And this is exactly what we're seeing happening. So even though the number would appear that there's a softening in demand, it really isn't. There's a whole bunch of people on the sidelines who are watching. They're waiting to come in, and they're not active right now. So that's why the demand index looks low. And this is also interesting when we look at the type of homes that people are hoping to buy. We see that closed sales are 14% down a year from last year, but they're also down seasonally from November. December is always kind of a slow month. In terms of the sales price, the median sales price for the region was up 8.1%, with attached homes, that would be like row houses or townhomes, showing the fastest increase of 12.2%, probably because more often than not, they're in the more affordable price range. And so that's where people are jumping. Detached homes rose 7.5%, and condos rose 9.1%. Again, condos also tend to be in a more affordable price range. Between November and December, the region's median price declined 2.6%. This is again a seasonal decrease, 2.6%. But year over year, December this year was higher than December last year. New pending sales, as you might imagine, if inventory is down, then sales are going to be down. And that's, it's not really surprising. The number of new pending sales was down just 1.1% from a year ago, though it's down 18% from November. Again, this is reflecting a typical seasonal slowdown. New listings is 12% down, almost 13% lower than it was a year ago. Detached homes supply was down 18%, which is the biggest year-over-year decline. So if you're a person who's in the market for a detached home, this is going to be even more difficult because of that decline. Active listings are only 56% of where they were in 2019. Showings are down for the first time since Bright has been tracking them, under 60,000. And local markets. So let's take a look at that. Actually, I want to go back here. New pending sales is actually flat, more or less flat compared to last year. It's only down like 1%, but seasonally down 18%. Okay. Detached home inventory, as I mentioned, is the biggest one, down 18%. In terms of local markets, we see that some jurisdictions did really well. Prices were strong in all local markets, with the exception of DC, where we saw a slight decrease. The fastest growth was in Frederick County, Fairfax County, and Loudoun County. New listing activity is low across the region. And we're now region-wide under 3 months of supply, where we've been a little bit over 3 months for in DC, actually, for the last couple of months. So let's take a look at that. Here you can see median sales price increases in these various areas. DC, slight decrease. Falls Church City, this is a false number because, let's take a look at the number of sales. Falls Church City, there are 9 sales. One sale in there at twice the price of the others is going to really affect the median sales price. Let's take a look at new listings. You can see are down across the board in every area. Loudoun County saw the lowest decrease, and Arlington County the next lowest increase. But take a look here at months of supply. Months of supply is also known as the market absorption rate. If there were no new listings that came on the market, how long would it take to sell the ones that are currently on the market? And so what they're saying here is that Alexandria City would take about half a month to sell all the ones currently on the market. So earlier this year, maybe like September, October, we were over 1 for all areas, and DC was over 3 months for months of supply. Now DC's under 3 at 2.5. Last month, Alexandria and Fairfax County dipped under 1 for the first time in several months. Now you can see that they're joined by Fairfax City, Loudoun County, Montgomery County. So what this means is the market is becoming more tight. There are fewer homes for sale. There are more people out there buying. Homes are going to sell faster. So if you're a buyer, you just have to be ready that this is going to be a very competitive, very difficult market. You have to have all of your finances ready. You have to know exactly what you're looking for. Talk with your agent to make sure that you get your must-haves and desirables list ironed out so that when you see a home that you like, boom, you can jump on it. If you're a seller, what this means is that if your home is priced right and marketed well and looks good, it should sell pretty quickly. And chances are that you'll get your asking price, or maybe just a little bit over. I would caution you, though, to remember that it is still a time when there is a little more bargaining power for the buyer. Generally, they're getting a little more help with closing costs, or a home warranty provided, or something like that. I am Taylor Johnson with Keller Williams Capital Properties, and I'm here to be a resource for you. If there's anything I can do, any questions I can answer, or resources I can provide, please reach out. And if you like this video, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. It will help others like you to find it. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for your time. Take care.